Hey there, what's up? It is V from V Love and Crystals. I hope you're well by the time you see this. It's time for another pick a card reading, and this one is on love, romance. How can you attract it into your life? First, I would love to say that this is a collaboration with the lovely Cardinal Signs Tarot. We've decided to come together to bring you a fun, lovey-dovey pick a card reading for this fall. So if you're all about it, timestamps are going to be waiting. Her link is going to be down below. Please do check her out. I've discovered her channel through Dr. Mystical, and shout out to Dr. Mystical. And so now here we are. We're acquainted, and we're going to be bringing pick a cards going forward. Pile 1, Purple Stone. Pile 2, Tiger's Eye. Pile 3, Carnelian. Please take some time to marinate with these piles. Don't rush. Please choose with intuition. And then for the second options, we have the stones. Alright, I'll see you over in the piles. Thank you so much for joining me today. And yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Everything's linked below. Pile 1, you chose the purple stone. And we're using the Natural Hair of Wisdom deck here to see how we can attract beauty for you. Pile number 1, I have your message ready. And don't forget to check out Cardinal Signs Tarot's channel to see what her message has to say for you. This is part 2 of the collab, or part 1 of the collab, however you're looking at it. So yeah, we want to get our extended reading over there, so please do check her out after this. All right, ready? The first position is what you need to know about attracting love, and we even got the heart here on the scale. Keep yourself balanced. I like this. So what you need to know about attracting love into your life is that we need to set boundaries for our hearts. Not give too much, not take too much, if you know what I'm saying. This is also like, you don't have to settle. You don't have to tolerate. Also, set up, goals for yourself. Set up, some, what's the word? Set up your, like, just stand true to your beliefs and your values. You don't have to bend over too much and break the rules too much for your person. I mean, you can compromise a little bit, but don't sacrifice so much that you're left with nothing of yourself. That's what I'm getting with that. I like that message a lot. That says a lot. Because maybe, in the past you were giving too much and that, you were taken advantage of. Or maybe you weren't giving too much at all. And so the person was left wanting more of your time, more of your attention. So, find a nice groove, a nice, even Steven situation here. Even Steven. The second piece of advice is, actually this is the advice here. The second position is the obstacle that's stopping you from bringing love into your life. And we have the quench that thirst. So the obstacle is that you're wanting someone who's going to be fulfilling your emotional needs, reciprocal emotion exchange where you express yourselves and it feels natural and your person can open up to you and it feels natural to them to be open-minded, open-hearted with you. Like, you guys can talk about anything and lay all the feelings out on the line, shed some tears with each other. So I feel that's the obstacle right now. Maybe you found somebody, but in the past, and it was you never had the emotional connection, or everything was just like based on chemistry, and there was nothing deeper than that, or maybe vice versa. Maybe it was too emotional, and there was nothing else contributing to the relationship. So this is you really wanting that. You wanting someone to balance you out. This is, you're really needing that right now. So I feel the way to overcome that emptiness is, we have these cards. Don't let the waters run dry. You are what you eat. That is so funny. So we have her quenching her thirst, wanting. That's the obstacle. She wants. And the third one is don't let the waters run dry. So it says don't give up. Don't settle. Don't think that this is going to be your life. Forget it. I'm never going to find love. Forget it. I'm done looking. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want to live life having that what if. What if I met that person? What if I would have, went out with my friends that day? Or what if I would have taken a chance? What if I would have, communicated my feelings for this person and now he's moved on, and etc. You don't want to have any missed connections either, So this is saying there's still chances for you. There's still chance for you, for the flow, for you to have that that flow of love. You know, that cup runneth over love. You know what I'm saying? Fulfillment. So this is a good sign, good omen. All this water here flow. I love it. Now this one says you are what you eat. So, you know, you ever hear that phrase, you are who you hang out with, right? If you're hanging out with a bad crowd of people, they're going to be, you know, bad and, you know, poor inspirational. I mean, I'm sorry, poor. They're just, you know, the poor group of friends who bring you down, who don't really bring the best out of you. You know, they probably distract you. You're supposed to be working, but they want to go hang out all hours of the night, come home at 2 in the morning, stuff like that. And maybe you're not about that life. Or it can be that maybe you're around people who are very draining. And you need to maybe refreshen up your friendship circle, or feng shui your friendship circle. Feng shui the friendship. Wow, that's crazy. So in other words, you are who you hang out with. If you are around toxic people, that's the energy that you're bringing home. If you're around people who don't want to commit and they want to just have fun and break rules and break hearts, and that's the kind of energy that you're absorbing. So just be mindful of the people that you're hanging out with. Maybe you need to feng shui your circles, your lifestyle, and maybe that's how you attract those people who are going to be on the same page as you, wanting the same stuff as you do, you know. Nice committed relationship. So you gotta make some changes. I think that's what's happening here. That's what this is saying. So that's the advice, how to improve this energy. And then we have the second piece of advice is creativity. So how can we attract, what's the guidance? The guidance is that you need to create another lifestyle for yourself. You need to change things up. You need to tap into that. I would say tap into your biological clock too. It's like saying, I gotta be serious. I want to have a child someday. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to create something with a new partner and that's it. No kids. But it's saying tap into this energy where you just want to cultivate a nice safe haven for yourself, you know, where you can just be with your person and not have to worry, not feel insecure, not feel like your person's gonna leave you, or not feel like you're back in the dating zone and nothing's gonna be resolved. That's it. You need to cultivate your nice little safe haven where you can put yourself out there, set your boundaries, set balances, and then let those people into your life who are worthy of your time, and then move it forward, you know. Take the next relationship seriously. And yeah, I feel that this is saying it's time to step on the gas and take action. If you're single, time to start mingling, time to start socializing with new friends, make new friends, etc. Join the gym, the book club, whatever. Go join the adult programs at the library. And then this is saying have a humble heart. That's your other piece of advice. So be humble. Maybe this is saying also watch your words. Maybe it's hard for you to express your feelings with people. Maybe you are very bold and raw and blunt, and maybe it takes people aback a little bit. So maybe find a groove here, find a balance. You try to find the filter for your words so that I guess it's not off-putting. I don't know. That can be one message. When I get humility, I'm getting like, don't boast so much. Don't talk too much about yourself. Like, find a nice even ground where you're listening to as much as you're talking, or do more listening than talking. I think that's what's happening here, so that you can really get to know people. And yeah, that's what I have for you. So thank you for watching. Let me know if this makes sense. I wish you luck in attracting the love that you seek, that your heart desires. And please check out Lovely Cardinal Signs Tarot's channel to see what her messages have to say to you over on her video. Alright, I'm V, and now we're on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, you have the Tiger's Eye. Who do you have the eye for? I wonder. I'm using the Magic of You cards. Alright, pile number 2, we have what you need to know, your obstacle, your guidance, and more guidance here. And this is my Fortune Cookie Oracle and my Autumn's Delight Oracle that I created. My link is below in my Oracle shop. All right, so let's get started. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to see what we have for you. We have what you need to know about attracting love into your life. We have protection, set personal boundaries, and I feel that this is a broken record. If you were to look at pile number 1's message, I'll see if I still have it for you. Pile number 1 is about, look at that, keeping yourself balanced, boundaries. So I feel like you need to check out pile number 1, and the color scheme is almost the same. Check out pile number 1. You might get some value out of that as well. This might be your additional message. Setting boundaries, like I said in pile number 1, maybe you gave too much or you gave too little. Maybe it's time for you to find that even ground, Don't give too much, don't give too little. Be half and half. If you give too much, you're being taken advantage of. I mean, you run the risk of being taken advantage of, or people just taking your kindness for granted and not really taking you seriously. Or if you're on the other side of the spectrum, you're not giving too much, then people, they get tired of trying to open up the clam. They want to go find the other shell to, cozy up to and try to finesse so that they can open up to them and have that clam open up so that they can get to know them better, right? So I feel that if you're not giving too much, if you're not giving too little, either way, it's gonna turn a little bit. It's gonna backfire, in other words. So that's something that you need to adjust. Now, the obstacle that you have is serendipity. Merge with the flow. So merging, adapting to those who you meet or those who you're connecting with. Maybe there's no ebb and flow between you both. Maybe you have high standards, or maybe you're settling. And so that's not an even balance for yourself. If you're settling for something that is not sparking joy with you, then that's where you have to go back to the drawing board and set the boundaries for yourself. Set your goal, set goals, life goals. Like, what do you look for in a partner? What do you look for in a relationship as a whole? Equal give and take, and respect, and trust, and honesty, and affection, and communication, good communication, etc. So I feel that the obstacle is that you're lacking a sense of connection. You're lacking a sense of understanding. Maybe people don't understand you, or they judge you right off the bat. Maybe the chemistry is never there. Maybe you suffer between the chemical and the emotional. Maybe it's like one or the other. Maybe that's why we need to set more boundaries, or set more of a balance. Maybe it's just more chemistry than there is emotion, or more emotion than there is chemistry. So now you got to find that person who has both. The guidance on how to fix this, or remedy this, or try to get around this so that we can improve our relationship, is transforming. Look at that, transforming the way you see things. So it can be that maybe you're settling for whoever comes your way. You got to raise your standards. You have to not be don't be so tolerant. Don't just say, okay, I'll just be with you because you're cute and you're giving me attention and there's nothing else I'm interested in, or nobody else I'm interested in. No, you have to raise your standards. You got to have get your priorities in check. Your emotional priorities, like, is this person going to fulfill your emotional needs? Do you feel chemistry between you both? Do you feel like this is a person you want to grow old with? Do you have a solid friendship first and foremost? Because it can develop from there, But if you don't have that, I can see that there being a big fat emptiness. So, and if you're on the other side of the spectrum where your expectations are too high and you're too picky, and people who are of interest, you're like, oh, you don't have enough money, or oh, you have a kid, or you come from a different background, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You don't work out as much as I do. You only have one job, or you don't have a degree. If you have that mentality, you're going to miss on something beautiful. You're going to miss out on like, opposites do attract. And I'm not saying that this is your story. I'm just saying this is the other side of the coin. Either you're being too picky or you're being too tolerant. And so we need to find boundary. find the scale. Where's the scale? It can't be like this. It can't be one-sided. You gotta find, yeah, nice even ground. So like I said, pile number 1 is your message too. So I think that's gonna be your goal right now, is to let go of a little bit of control, open your mind a little bit more, and taste the ocean a little bit. Don't just stick with the salmon. Figure out what the octopus is like, the calamari, the shrimp, Don't stay with just the crabs or just the salmon. The ocean is huge. Try it all out. Date around and become friends with everybody and see what sticks, You might be surprised. It might be somebody who's way off your radar or way off your attraction chart. But it could be that maybe their brains, the way they think, may be something that you're like, oh my gosh, this person. That's all I need to hear was you speak. That's it. I'm signed, sealed, and that's it. I'm delivered. I'm here for you. Or it can be that maybe you're just looking for the emotional, I don't know, like you're lacking in something, so you need to find a balance. You need to find the full package, though. That's the other thing. But don't settle and don't be too picky. All right, so the second piece of advice is harvest. So again, pile number 1 had creativity. Now you have harvest. So this is saying plant your seeds. This is saying get out there, date. Put your little seeds in the pumpkin patch and watch them grow over time. Nourish them, water them, grow them, spend time with them. This is you taking time to get to know a lot of people, not just staying in one pumpkin patch, but like going in all different pumpkin patches. This is just one, right? You can go across the street to another orchard or whatever. Another farm. You don't have to keep your seeds in one patch of dirt or one farm. You can go elsewhere too, see what else is out there. That's what I'm saying. Test the ocean. Test it. See what's there. See what fish are out there. See what pumpkins are out there. And then the next one is trust. That's your other guidance. Maybe you need to trust your own self, trust your intuition, or maybe you need to trust people in general. Maybe understand and open your minds and realize that people are not all the same. If you have been burnt before with someone else, not everybody's going to burn you the same way. Not everyone is going to, hurt you or betray you. So it's saying open your mind, open your horizons, and that's how you can attract love. If you look at it from a different standpoint, like this says, transform the way you see. Yes, open-mindedness for sure. You're going to see things differently. All right, that's what I have. Thank you for watching. You have a lovely day. Tiger's Eye. We have Tiger's Eye, and then we have the Buho, which is the owl. Eyes, wisdom. You actually opening your mind a little bit. Seeing what's out there. You might fall in love with someone who is totally opposite of you, but there's something there that's keeping you together like glue. I don't know. It's the aura, the vibes, the emotions, the chemistry, everything. So open your minds, open your eyes, and I think you'll find that love you're looking for. So thank you for watching. Check out pile number 1, which I think is part of your message. And don't forget to check out the lovely Cardinal Signs Tarot to see what her messages have to say to you. Maybe it's the same thing I'm saying. Pile number 3, you have the lovely heal yourself reading cards. All right, pile number 1 we have. All right, pile number 3 we have what you need to know, what your obstacles are, the guidance. All this is for your guidance, and I'm using my Fortune Cookie Oracle and my Autumn's Delight Oracle that I created. So if you're interested, I have this in my Oracle shop. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today. So let's see what we have pile number 1. For position number 1. This is what you need to know. It says, unleash your creativity. I love this punk card. This is steampunk. Love it. So that is what you should be focusing on, being creative. And pile number 1 also had creativity. So you might want to check out pile number 1, which, had to do with a lot of pile number 2's message. So I don't know if this is like an extension of pile number 1 and 2's message, but creativity is definitely present again. So I feel that this is what you need to know is that you need to get creative with, I don't know, it's like saying maybe when you get into relationships, you get too comfortable and then you lose your mojo, you lose your enthusiasm, and things become very complacent and too comfortable, and then you let yourself go, and then you don't try anymore. I'm not saying letting yourself go as in you don't fix yourself up anymore. It could be that, but it's also like, all right, I got you. We don't need to go out on a date anymore. We don't need to talk anymore. We already have each other, blah, blah, blah. This is saying that you can't have that energy. You can't have that mindset because, your person might want to keep the chemistry alive. They might want to keep on hanging out with you and getting to know you better. They might want to start dating and having fun and being spontaneous. And if you're not up in the game, they might lose interest and vice versa. It can be that this is your person's energy. Your person is lacking spontaneity and you're feeling bored. You're feeling like you're looking elsewhere. You need to look elsewhere for something more interesting, more exciting, more intoxicating. So this is, the energy is very fluid, I would say. So that is, what you need to know about how you can attract love. You got to be more spontaneous, more fun, be more playful. Oh, try new restaurants or whatever you do. I don't know. Instead of watching a movie inside of the movie theater, maybe you can take a movie elsewhere. Maybe you can see if you can find a drive-in, whatever. There's some around. I know that you're probably thinking, what? We're not in the olden days. I know, but they do recreate them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They do try to recreate them in certain cities. So, do something fun. Go to have a picnic and go see the sunset or the sunrise, stuff like that. So spontaneity is definitely needed, and excitement and that bubbly love, that bubbly feeling is definitely needed. I'm getting the Page of Cups right now. Somebody wants to feel the butterflies fluttering in the belly, and they don't have that. So I think you got to find that. Find somebody who sparks your joy, and I think the rest will just work itself out. Then we have your obstacles. We have 2 obstacles. We have courage. Courage. This can be, for those of you who are single, maybe you're very, very shy, or maybe you're very insecure about yourself or how you look, so how you come across, or how you hold yourself, or maybe you feel like you don't have enough money or whatever. Maybe you're feeling very inadequate in your person's eyes, or maybe just in general, and maybe you feel like, oh, I'm out of his league. There's no way he or she's gonna look at me. There's no way they're gonna want to hang out with me and get to know me and be my friend, and take it to past the friendship level, right? So this is you need to square that away. You need to find that confidence within yourself, your strength, your bravery, so that you can ask for the number. You can get to know them as a friend. You can see where it takes you. What do you have to lose, right? If you don't ask, you won't receive. Either it's a yes or a no. Either way, you need to find closure. You need to know if it's going to go anywhere. You don't want to have any what ifs or missed connections with someone who you might be interested in, who you never know. They may be interested in you, and they're feeling the same way. And then there you go, missed connections. You guys could have been friends for a long time, but somebody was feeling shy and the other person was too quiet or whatever. So, strike up the courage. What have you got to lose? And then if you feel embarrassed, you can soak it up afterwards. You can go home and cry about it, or you can go home and watch a funny movie to cheer you up, or you can talk about it with your friends, or you can just go under a rock and just, wait for time to pass or play with your phone or whatever to distract yourself. The next one is selling out. That's another obstacle. Another obstacle is that, again, upon number 1 and 2, setting boundaries for yourself. Not, giving too much and not taking too much. Setting boundaries. And also, what I'm getting with this is don't tolerate too much. Don't just settle for whoever's giving you attention. Don't just tolerate somebody just because that's the only person around you that, takes to you or can deal with your personality. If that's the case, this is saying have standards. Don't have too many high expectations, but have values and standards for yourself. What is it that you're looking for in a partner? What do you want out of a relationship? Do you want children? You need to set your little goal or your list, your bucket list, so that you can make sure that your person checks those boxes and there's no misunderstandings or a waste of your time going forward. So this is saying don't sell out. Don't Don't give too much of yourself where people are taking advantage of you, and also don't tolerate someone's misbehavior, or if someone's mistreating you in a relationship and you're like, well, I'm not going to get anybody else. You don't deserve that. You deserve someone to give you the moon and back, someone to spark your joy and give you those puppy love feelings, right? So yeah, respect yourself. You deserve love. You deserve someone who's going to give you what you're willing to give them. And even scale, the reciprocal, right? Mutual feelings, being there for each other. Now the guidance, the first piece of advice is soulmate. Look at that. The first one is look for your peanut butter to your jelly. Look for that person. There's somebody out there that's gonna match your wants and needs and interests, and you might really connect on a spiritual level. So there is somebody there waiting for you. You just have to seek, muster up that courage. Put yourself out there. And don't do it alone. You can be with your friends, your family, whoever you feel comfortable with, you know? So, see, she's not alone. He's not alone. So, I would say there's somebody out there who's designed for you. So, don't give up hope. Now, your next one is independence. So, if you are in a relationship right now, this is saying maybe you need to take a break from that so you can assess what you're really wanting, what your heart is desiring. Maybe you're feeling clouded. Your judgment is clouded. Maybe you're settling for something because you don't think there's anything else out there. The ocean, mind you, is very, 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 very big and plentiful, right? Bountiful, abundant in different energies and different types of fish, and there's so much to explore, just like the world, you know? So maybe you're in a relationship, like I said, and you're needing out. Or maybe this is you needing to step into your courage, your independence, your strength. Look, courage, independence. No more being shy, no more being hidden, no more being a wallflower or a fly on the wall. Time for you to open your mouth and speak to the universe. I want to find my soulmate. I want to find my better half. I want to be happy in love. I want to find somebody who's going to bring me these beautiful puppy love, butterfly, fluttering feelings. Put it out there into the universe. The next piece of advice is knowledge is power. And that is just a way of saying you need to dive into, I don't know, like maybe you need to learn how to speak better. Maybe you need charisma training, you know, learning how to speak. Maybe that's what's going to help you boost up your courage and your confidence and help you step out into the world alone. Maybe you're feeling codependent. Maybe that's one of the things. Maybe maybe you become very attached to people and you can't depend on yourself. So maybe you become codependent. And so that, you know, backfires on you. So then it's hard for you to stand up on your own two feet. Maybe you can take some classes, or you can get some I don't know, ask somebody for assistance, watch some videos, read some books, take some courses or something like that. Do some training with people, like help me boost my confidence, help me whatever the case is. If you need to go to the gym and burn off some steam and burn off some calories to make you feel better, do what you have to do. I don't know. If you have to fix your hair, flip your hair to the other side, from one side to the other, and spritz yourself with your favorite essential oils or your favorite scents or whatever, then do that to spice up your energy, spice up your life, so that you can come out like a beautiful butterfly that you're meant to be. Explore what the world has to offer. So this is saying knowledge is power. Soak yourself into what's going to help you boost your confidence. And I feel that the more you know about, maybe you need to understand yourself and maybe your love language, understanding something within yourself and what you're looking for. Maybe you don't know what you want. Maybe knowledge, you searching within to find what it is that you're wanting, you know? Maybe you don't even know. Maybe you're confused. You can be confused all across the board. You can be confused about religion. You can be confused about what you want in relationships, whether, you know, whatever gender they come in or whatever walks of life, whatever. Maybe you're just very conflicted. Maybe that's what's, you know, pushing you back from finding who you're supposed to be with. So, and there is a soulmate here, but we have to clear up the energy, figure out what it is that you need, what you're wanting, what you're desiring. And that's how you're going to be able to attract love. Square stuff away. Start healing yourself. Do the shadow work. Get creative. No more selling out. Don't just be with somebody because it's easy, you know? I knew it was easier said than done. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the powerful you are. The more powerful you become. Thank you for watching. Please check out Cardinal Signs Tower to see what messages she has waiting for you over there. I thank you for checking me out, and I can't wait to do another one of these. And I'll see you next time. I'm V. Tomorrow is another one. Another pick a card with me. Bye-bye.